Hey there, and welcome to the first episode of a new Rome Total War Let's Play. This is going to be a pre-marian challenge. It has a few rules to it, and as far as I know, no one else has done this. So this may be a YouTube first. I'm not sure though, I haven't checked, but hopefully it is. So, I know I've just put the Seleucid campaign on hold. Technically I've ended it, but I may do more updates later on. We won the game anyway, so yeah, either way it doesn't really matter. So we're going to do a pre-marian challenge Rome Total War Let's Play. So we're going to start a new game, the Imperial campaign. We're going to play on very hard difficulty. I know that a lot of you were saying that it was too easy before, and I agree. So we're going to play very hard difficulty now, which means that all the AI units are going to have stupidly good stats and are going to be much more powerful than me. We're going to play without arcade battles. We will manage all settlements, we will follow AI characters, and we will have no battle time limit. We're also going to play a long campaign, because a short campaign is, frankly, rubbish. And we have to play as one of the three Roman factions. Now, there are a couple of other rules other than pre-marian and playing as a Roman. I'm going to go through the rules. The first one, of course, is that we can only use pre-marian units. That means we have to stave off the Marian reforms as long as possible, and we have to only fight with the pre-marian units that we have available. If and when the Marian reforms happen, which is quite likely, you can't stop them. They are at a certain point, and if we haven't been destroyed by that point, we will have to carry on anyway. Once the Marian reforms happen, I will not be able to train any more post-marian units, or any post-marian units. If I can still recruit any pre-marian units after that, like maybe JavCav or something stays available, I don't remember, then I will train those and those only. Otherwise, I'll have no pre-marian units. If I'm gifted any pre-marian units, post-marian units rather, by say the Senate or something like that, then I will disband them. I will not be using them. The only unit that I will not be disbanding, which is post-marian, will be the generals, because obviously I can't disband them, and if I kill all my generals then we lose anyway, so that would be pointless. So they will be post-marian if the Marian reforms happen, or if we get that far. And hopefully I won't take advantage of the fact that they'll be post-marian units, but I will use them in the battle, because it's stupid not to, but hopefully they won't be the driving force of my army. So the next rule will be there will be no marriages of female members of my family, mainly to keep the family member count low, because if they kill off all the family members, I will lose the game. So that's another stipulation we're putting on it. It also keeps the bloodline of the particular Roman family steady and pure. So it has two things. It means that if we are playing as Julii, for example, all the men will be whatever Julii, or Julius, or whatever it is that they are. I've forgotten already. But yeah, main reason is just to keep down the number of family members, so we can't use them as a main army force. Another rule will be that the pre-marian armies that I do use will be not strictly pre-marian style, but they will be very roughly pre-marian style. That is, they'll have the rank system they used to have, the triarii, the triarii, the principes, and the hastati, with the viltes up front, and any variation of deployments which would aid me in any particular battle situation. I'm not going to stick rigidly to that formula, but that will be the main formula that I'll be using. And what else? There was another one. There was another rule. I've forgotten what it was. Anyway, I'm sure it will come back to me, and if it doesn't, I won't play the. I won't break any of the rules as I'm playing. I will remember them if the opportunity comes up. So we have to pick one of these factions. It could either be Julii, who go up into Gaul and Spain and Britain and the Germanic area, which is not all that difficult. They're probably one of the easiest campaigns to take. The Brutii go off into Greece, and that's a very rich area, but that's surrounded by enemies. So that might be a good one to go for. And the Scipii takes Syracuse and the Sicilian islands, and all down through Libya and Egypt. So that might be a good one as well. So I think we'll rule out the Julii because that's just an easy way to go. And the idea of this is that I'm handicapping myself in every possible way, so I want to go for the hardest troops I can possibly go for. So I think the hardest will probably be the Brutii. I know that the Numidians down here and the Carthaginians are fairly formidable, but it takes them a while to get there, whereas the Greeks start with phalanxes, and while they're not very strong phalanxes, they're still phalanxes. So I think that will be where we're going to start with, and especially since we're not going to have many archers, we're not going to be able to use the range on them. I'll only use 1 or maybe 2 archers in any army at most. So we're going to go with that. I think we'll go Brutii. Very hard, no advice obviously because I don't need it. No battle time limit, and let's go ahead and watch the video, which I will shut up through.
We Brutii are the only true Romans. We saved Rome, we drove out the kings, we made the Republic. The family deserve respect for that. Respect and obedience. We know what is best for Rome. New lands, living space, territory, slaves. I know what must be done. The Greeks, they look down their perfumed noses at all Romans, and they hate us. I'm going to give them a reason for hate. When I've crushed them. Roman steel, that's the answer. Roman steel in the Brutii fist. And the other great Roman families. The Scipii, trash. They have no respect for proper Roman ways. For us, the Julii prostitute themselves as if the people matter. Bah. We Brutii must lead Rome.
He seems very convinced of that, and who can blame him? So, it is summer 270 BC, and all warfare is based on deception, says Sun Tzu, and to a degree, correct. Especially in modern times. So, the Senate wants us to take Apollonia. Apollonia is this settlement right here, it's rebel territory, and we'll be greatly rewarded if we do. Okay, well, we'll take your word for it. So we start with 2 territories. We have Tarentum and Croton here. Messana, controlled by the Scipii over here, next to Syracuse, and I would kind of like to take Syracuse, but the Scipii are going to beat me to it. So, first things first, we need to work out which kind of temple we're going to build. So, let's take a look in the building browser. Now then, we get increased trade goods and experience increase, which is very good right there, but then that's at the very end there. But each of these has a lesser degree earlier on, so it's best to look at the last one. 50% increase to public order through either health or whatever. So you add those two together. So that's 50% tradable goods and plus 2 experience. Public health bonus, tradable goods, 25% and 1 experience, or 3 experience. That's all I really need to know. So this is going to be Temple of Mars. That also allows us to build Arcani, which are hide anywhere units that are they're fairly weak actually, but they can be useful. So yeah, we'll have a 25% bonus to public order, 3 experience, a morale bonus, which is really good, and increase to tradable goods. Okay, so we'll have. Where does that actually start? That we start getting the experience? Okay, so second level we get some experience. When can we actually build Arcani, the awesome temple? And you don't get the morale until the very last temple. That's a shame, but never mind. So Shrine to Mars. That's what we're building in both of these territories. I want to turn up the tax rate to very high there. Yeah, we'll have very high in both of them. So So we're building temples to Mars, and then we will build something else. We have a fleet right here that we can use, and that's a good thing. What kind of armies do we have here? In fact, what's in the field first? I want to check out the family members. This guy is a good general, actually. He's got 5 stars. Yeah, a natural born leader. Fair enough. Political animal and intelligent. Okay, yeah, this guy is good. So, we've got another one up here. Amulus Brutus. He is a manager. This guy, he's a good commander, but he's 52. And is he my faction leader, possibly? Yeah, he's my faction leader. I don't really want to take him out of there. And for some reason, we're getting some lag, and I don't understand why. I've just defragged the hard drive, so I shouldn't be getting any lag, but this is very strange. Anyway, it's stopped now. This guy is an amazing manager. He's 30. Is Croton my capital? No, Tarentum's my capital, so he's sitting in the capital. That's fine. And we can actually build equites here straight away, which is nice. But I do actually want to be able to build, proper military units. So let's get all of these guys together. And one of these was a good manager, wasn't it? Was it him? He's a crappy manager, but he's actually better than this guy. So I'm going to have this guy right here. He's going to join Croton, and he's going to be the commander right there. We've got Luca Antonius. He's going to be the spy over here, and taking this diplomat with me as well would be a good idea. So I'm going to take all of the army that I can possibly take from here. I'm going to have them all meet up over here, and then we'll sort them from here. So yeah, they're now unhappy. I have to turn down the tax rate. That's alright. You'll build a peasant in each of these cities, just to keep a little bit of control. And let's see. So we can't actually move most of these anywhere. Alright, we'll leave them for now. I'll sort them next turn. So this guy's going to pull in here, and we can build stuff in one turn, can't we? Yeah, let's build one equite, because it only takes one turn. War dogs take 2 turns. That's ridiculous. They're not good enough. Why are we building Town Watch? Okay, so I'll build one equite there while we're waiting, and we'll take them with us. And that's all we can do. So let's end turn. There's the Gauls up there, looking rather ominous. I hate it when they do this. They give me good generals at young ages, and I can't take them. It's very annoying. So, we made a loss, but we've still got a lot more money. Shrine to Mars has been completed. We've got the equites as well, which is nice. Let's get this guy inside Croton. And we can turn up the tax rate now. And I think we want paved roads, although... No, I'm going to get a port first, because it gets me more income. We've got a... Ooh, actually, that's a really good rebel army. They're going to be tough if I actually try to attack them. They've got 3 units of hoplites, which are roughly equal to Principes, actually. And that's on regular difficulty. This is very hard, so this is going to be brutal. So, let's see. Get a trader, or paved roads, or Temple of Mars. I think what we'll do, we'll get a Temple of Mars here, because it gives me the experience upgrade, and that's what I want. Okay, so let's get the diplomat and the spy onto the ship, and now I'm going to sort out this guy's army. First of all, we will have these Hastati, and then we will have Velites and the Cav force at the end. So we've got 5 Hastati, 2 with experience. We've got 4 Velites, 1's got experience, and 2 Equites, of which 1 has experience. I could also get some Samnite mercenaries, but it's not really worth it at this point, and I can't really afford to. So let's go over the water, and we're going to siege Apollonia here, and we can assault it straight away, so we're going to. So it is a 10-to-1 strength advantage. But don't let that fool you. It's very hard, so this is going to be a lot more atrocious on my men than it would normally be. This is 855 men versus 241. They have 2 peltas and a militia hoplite that's actually a fairly weak garrison. But they don't have peasants here rather than peltasts, so this could be a little bit damaging to me, but hopefully we'll be able to retrain everything we lose. So we'll see how it goes. Only the brave enjoy noble and glorious deaths. Yeah, probably.
The seer can offer no guidance for this day. So we must grasp our own fates and make what we will of them with an iron purpose.
Well, I can give you some advice for this day. Kill them all before they kill you. That's the best kind of advice I can give. So, I'm going to take 3 Hastati over here. I'm going to put them into that formation. We'll take 2 Peltasts. And hopefully they will have deployed at least one of their units outside the wall, so I can rush them in and attack. I'm also going to have a unit of Equites over here. And on the other side here, we're going to go down both of these side roads and come in on the town square. So we're going to take these 2 Hastati, and these are going to be this is going to be the weaker army, but I'm going to send the general with it to make up the numbers and the strength. So let's have these guys out like that. General over here. That'll do. And the Equites. Okay, let's start. And I'm going to send these missiles off immediately, or these Velites off immediately to attack right there, because they're outside the walls, and they will skirmish as well. Why are you not running? I told you to run. Right, and the rest are just going to march in. There's no point getting them exhausted for no reason. But these guys have a reason to get exhausted, because they've got flanking shots on this entire unit, which is glitched by the look of it. Yes, he's most certainly glitched. He sorted himself out. That's good. Right, okay, so here come the javelins. They're going to take some damage. Not a whole lot, I expect, but they will take some. Wow, okay. They're going to take a lot of damage, actually. Down to 50 men already. They're going to retreat any moment now. They may be going after my cavalry right here. They're taking more spears. They're down to half men already. They should retreat from here. I don't expect them to come in after my Velites, if I'm honest. They're going to take a round in the back right here if they don't turn around. Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. General's fleeing.
This is no way for a leader to behave, but in battle, it's
right, you stop throwing your javelins. I'm going to send the general after this guy. They're still throwing javelins for some reason. Anyway, why are they going over there? Yeah, they're there. I'm going to have the general chase these guys down because we're way away from the town centre, and it's just some free kills for the general. And their general's going to die very shortly. There he goes.
The gods be praised.
Excellent.
The enemy general is dead.
Okay.
His men know
Let's get the general out of there, because this unit of Velites here is looking quite angry. Right, so I'm not going to attack with the Velites inside the town square. What I'm going to do is actually I'm only going to take one unit. I'm going to take one unexperienced unit. We're going to have them go in, and then we'll have one unit from over here. The unexperienced unit will come in as well. There's only 2 unit of Peltas, and we should be able to take them out with Velites, Hastati. So we're not going to send anything else into the town. Let's go triple speed until we get at least a fair distance inside. Right, let's see what's going on over here. Let's go here and have this guy hurry up. Once they get into that position there, they will start throwing their pila. They're going to take a throw from these guys first, and that's going to do a little bit of damage, but not too much, hopefully. Wow, I killed 12 guys, but we're throwing javelins back, so this should hopefully work out in my favour. And once they're out of pila, they can charge, like now. Down to 50 guys. These guys need to throw their javelin from behind. If you would hurry up and do that, please, that'd be fantastic. Right, they're taking damage as well. They're being charged from behind, so they're going to take a lot of damage right there. And we're throwing javelins from this side. which is good. They're coming into melee range, so okay, we'll end the battle right there. I don't want to lose any more men than necessary. Did we gain any experience anywhere? No. We lost the Vilite, but we regained the Vilite, so all is well. We lost a lot of Hastati there, and you can see that those javelins really do hurt on very hard difficulty. So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to take Apollonia, and we need to see what kind of condition they're in. Yeah, let's occupy that then. They're green, so that's okay. They gifted us 5,000 denarii. That's really nice. Let's move those guys back there. Where are my agents? Okay, they're here. Cool. Let's send the diplomat down south towards the Greeks, and the spy. There's Macedonians right there. That's Greek territory. This is not Greek territory, and that is a rebel town. So we'll go for that one first before we start messing with the Greeks. So let's see. Can we retrain here? No, we can't retrain, obviously. And we can turn the tax rate up though. Let's train a peasant as well, and that should be able to keep control. Let's retrain that unit right there, and that's all we took. So we lost 45 Hastati in that battle in total. After the attrition and the healing process, so that works out for me. I'm happy with that, and well, I'm not. I would like to retrain these guys, but I can't. So just have to suck it up, I'm afraid. Right, end turn. We've nothing else to do. Don't know what else is going on right now, but not a lot, I imagine. No, go away. Stop offering at people. Right, they want me to blockade Syracuse. I've got 5 turns to do it, or rather 4 turns to do it. Alright, I'll gain the Senate's gratitude. Well, it's going to take me 2 turns to get there, then I'll wait another turn, and then I'll blockade it, because I don't want to go into war with the Greeks until absolutely necessary. Let's talk to Thermon, let's get some trade rights, and see if we can get some map information. Can, that's good, so we can see where the Greeks are. So we know the Greeks are here. They've got Sparta, and I've forgotten what that one's called, and they have roads, and that's all they've got. Okay, so the Macedonians are here as well, so that's some useful information. It also means that we know where to go to get a trade agreement with the Macedonians, unless this guy over here comes and asks me for one first. Right, let's put this guy into Salona, see what they've got. They've got Sicilian pirates, 2 Illyrian mercenaries, and a militia hoplite. That's cool. We've got a 40% chance he'll open the door for us, which would be nice. Right, he made profit, that's good. A shrine to Mars, recruited some peasants. The other the other Romans, the Scipii and the Senate are at war with the Greeks. We're not yet. His path has been blocked apparently, but hopefully that will open up next turn. Right, we want to turn up the tax rate again. Actually no we don't, because we're going to move out this turn. We'll turn it back down again. Trader or roads or barracks. We need a barracks, I think. No, it only allows town watch, but we need it anyway, because we're going to lose a lot more men over here and we do need to start retraining. So we'll take the army for now, and we're going to go and siege Salona. Apollonia is actually okay. Oh, I can actually turn the tax rate all the way up. Very nice. I'm just going to quickly check these other ones. I can turn the tax rate up here. That's good. And everything is being either built or sorted out and done. Good. Right. I'm going to build another couple of equites. Not that I'm going to use them over here. Well, I will use them over here because it's the only way we can go. But I'm going to use them in another army that I'm going to build. I'm tempted to get some war dogs, but not right now. Maybe later on. Apollonia can only build peasants, can't it? Yeah, so I'm not bothered about them. Salona shouldn't have anything that I can use now just to govern this house, which isn't wonderful. Thermon would be good to have because it does have some buildings, especially those walls are nice. So that's all we can do. It's end turn. Right, rebels kicked the spy out of their town. That's okay. End of turn report. We made 11 profit. Wow, we can buy some bubble gum. Right, construction reports. We built that port finally, which is nice. We built a equite in Tarentum, and the Julii are now all of the Greek city-states. Okay, cool, fine, not a problem. I do want paved roads. Militia barracks would be good. That allows me to make a starty there. Of course, make mines, and that would be more important for money. No, let's have Temple of Mars. I really want to get the experience up as high as possible before I start training stuff. I could have sworn this should have... Did I not finish the temple? Oh, I've just finished the temple, so that's why I didn't get experience. That's a shame. Never mind. So, what's next? Practice Ranger and Militia Barracks. We can't actually train a starter yet, so let's get a Militia Barracks and then the Practice Range, because I know what I want. I want to get Military Complex moving. That's going fine. Don't need any peasants. The tax rate is absolutely fine. Let's get this guy back inside Salona. Hopefully he'll open the gates when I get there. But I don't know for sure if he will or not. I could get some Illyrian mercenaries. That might not be a bad idea. Sort of a flanking contingent, perhaps. It's not worth it for the money right now. Later on, perhaps. Okay, so now we should be able to go and talk to, the Macedonians. See if we can get some map information from them as well as trade rights. We can, that's good. Alright, so we know where all of the Macedonian towns are. They're all in a line up here. Okay, fine. And then from here, we want to take this diplomat and we want to go up here, because there are the Dacians and the Thracians over here and the Scythians up here. So that's who we're going to go and try and trade with next. So we're not at war with any of these guys, we're trading with all of them, so we're getting money in. Probably the best way to go right now. I don't know why these Julii are standing in my territory. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But okay, they've only taken Segesta and they still have their two main towns. I don't know what on earth is going on here. Oh, Zeuxis right there. Right. Sieging Syracuse here. Where is my ships? Oh, here. Only one ship there. Alright. How many turns more do I have for this? It's like 4 more turns, isn't it? So that mission, 4 more turns, and I'm going to wait at least 2 more turns in order to do that. Let's end turn. See if we get attacked by rebels on the ocean. How did I know? We did get attacked by rebels on the ocean, those ones we went past, and we should win this. Yeah, because we outnumbered them. Although we took some serious damage right there. They want me to take Thermon. I will be greatly rewarded. Hopefully that means another 5 grand. How long have I got to do that? I didn't read that properly because I'm an idiot. 10 turns. Alright, so we've got a while to do that. So we can first go up here and take Salona, and then we can do that mission right there. Hopefully we'll find some that's Bilazora, that's Thessalonica. Hopefully we'll find some other people to trade with. Why are the Julii down here? They have no ships here. Where on earth do they think they're going? They can't get across the water anyway without ships, so I don't know, it's weird. Oh, okay, I can't blockade Syracuse anymore because the Romans have captured it, so there's no point in these guys being there at all. Let's go over here. No, actually, let's just take them back to Croton. We'll stick them there and we will retrain them because we can. Hold on. Oh yeah, one of them was untouched. That's fine. So we'll retrain those guys. In fact, it might not be a bad idea to build another one. Yeah, 1 turn to recruit. We'll have one more bioream. Okay. End of turn reports. We made a loss. Oh well. Cassius Brutius has come of age. He's got +1 management and foreign dignitary, so +1 influence. So yeah, he's a manager. And where is he? He's in Tarentum. Okay, so he's here with the other guy who's an amazing manager. Okay, well in that case he's going to come down here and he's going to go overseas, I think, in the pink. +2 hit points, that's really good. I may give this guy an army even though he's got management skill. That's just retinue. So actually, hold on, has this guy got a tutor? No. You, give your tutor to him. There we go. So now he's got no management skills, but he does have in the pink. So now he can be a fully fledged military general. So we're going to take him back over there again. I should check that before I moved him, frankly. Has this guy got any guys? Yes, he does. What's he got? Drill master, +2 movement points, and influence and personal security. I'm not overly bothered about either of those, frankly. This guy has quartermaster, +15% movement. What I could do is give all the... Yeah, let's give the ones that are good for military people to the faction leader, and then he can go over here to Cassius, and then he can give them to Cassius. So Drill Master gives movement points, Wrestler gives personal security, which isn't really all that useful, but I'm going to do that anyway, and movement points and cash from looting, so that's going to be good for him. So he gained influence, but you know, whatever, doesn't really matter, but the rest of them are going to be good for him. So next time we'll take him back in there, or the next time he'll get back in there. Constructed barracks, don't need to know about the retinue expansion, I was the one doing it, and training is complete of those. Oh, the Equites did get the experience upgrade, nice. Alright, cool. So, I can't actually build any more Hastati yet, so I'm going to build a couple of Equites, or should I build a War Dog unit? No, I'm going to build a War Dog unit, because it takes 2 turns, so I'll build 1 War Dog unit, because, you know, why not? And in Croton, because after that we'll have the barracks and be able to build Hastati, so I want to build those afterwards because we need more infantry. Over here, trader would be good, roads would be better because we need to move through this province faster. The spy is still in Salona, so we're going to siege Salona, and he hasn't opened the gates for me. It's because there aren't any gates. Wonderful. Okay. So, we got 810 men versus 221. This seems like a fairly similar army to before. 4-to-1 strength ratio, yeah. So we got Sicilian pirates as well as Illyrian mercenaries and militia hoplites. So let's fight on the battle map. This will be our 4th town, or 2nd that we've taken over, which would be very useful. That is if we manage to take it. I'm sure we will, but there's always a little bit of doubt when you're playing on very hard. So, proper arts for a general are judgment and prudence. True.
Rebellious slaves may think of victory, but we should make them think kindly of their masters' whips. They are dead men walking.
Dead men walking. Okay. Nice to know that you think that way of your hired help. So, well, I suppose they're not really hired, are they? This is a good area right here. We can definitely form up an army right there. I wouldn't be surprised if that's where a unit is on the outside. There could be one here as well. We are going to do the same as before though. We're going to take 2 armies and we're going to take them into the town through 2 different routes. So I'm going to have 2 Peltas unit over here. The one with experience will be here because I think there's probably going to be a unit outside over here. There we go, like that. We'll take 2 units of Hastati here. We're only going to use 1 anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And we'll have 1 unit of Equite over here. In fact, I'll put them on the flank. The general's going to be over this side. And these guys are actually downhill slightly, which is interesting. There's a form-up area right there too. That's interesting. Alright, the general's going to go here. Equite on his right. The remaining Hastati right here, and I'm not going to take this unit in, so that unit's going to sit at the back here actually. Yeah, like so. And these 2 Peltasts, or the Vilites at the front. That's everything. Let's start battle, and we've got some dudes over there. So these 2 Peltasts, wish it wouldn't do that. Yeah, go and attack these Sicilian pirates. Oh, they're actually they have missiles of their own, so this could be interesting. They're going to throw back. But oh well. That's alright. If they're going to run away, that's fine. We've got these guys on loose formation, so if they start throwing back, we'll be fine. They were going to throw, but now they're going to skirmish. Keep skirmishing. They cut down one of them right there, but they're going to run away. Okay, they're reloading, and they're going to throw at us, but now out of range. I don't recall telling you to run away, so I don't know why you are, but okay. Either way, we're just going to skirmish with these guys. So we lost 1 dude right there. They lost quite a few. They're down to 73 from 80, was it? Or 81. So they've lost like 6 or 7 guys. Maybe 8. Okay, I'm going to get into range here, and hopefully we'll get off a throw of Pila. Or javelins, rather. Because they're not actually Pila. Well, I suppose they are Pila, but either way. Right, so we're pulling them into combat there, but we've broken off the combat and now we're skirmishing away. Yes, Kyoki, you're on YouTube. Okay, so yeah, these guys like to skirmish. Skirmishing units versus skirmishing units. Not exactly wonderful. Never mind. We are in range to throw javelins at them, so they're going to take a bit of damage right here. They only lost one extra guy there, but that's okay. They're winded. We are only warmed up, so that's fine. Yep, taking more damage right here. I probably could just chase these guys down with the light cav, but I'm not overly bothered about that, to be honest. There we go. They're taking a lot of casualties right there. That's good. So while they're doing that, I'm going to grab these guys and we're going to march them up towards the town. Fine, fuck it. Mess up your formation, see if I care. These guys just running backwards and forwards and actually doing any damage, which is absolutely fine. They can do that. I'm not concerned about them doing that at all. We can use up all the javelins on these guys for all I care. So they're going to throw at us again. And they're out of range, because their range is shorter than ours apparently. It seems like they've run out of ammunition right there, because they switched to axes, but I don't know if that's the case or not. Either way, we're still throwing javelins at them. No, they're going to switch to javelins again, so they haven't actually done any throwing yet. They're just about to, though. Now they're going to throw some, we're going to lose a few men. Yeah, we lost like 4 dudes right there. So they do more damage than we do with their missiles, but that's okay. If they come too close, I will charge them with the Equites. But we're all right for now. These guys are winded, and they've only got 18 dudes left. So what's in the town square then? So they've got 2 Illyrians and a militia hoplite left, and there's the militia hoplite, and there's the Illyrians. Here's the Cretan, no, Sicilian rather, pirates. They failed to throw again. So these guys are actually skirmishing really effectively right now. I know I say that skirmish mode doesn't work properly, but they're actually doing it really well. Anyway, maybe I should turn on the peeler for these guys as well. No, let's save that. You're getting too close to my lines. Here comes the cavalry, and they're going to flee. Don't fire at will. Don't fire. Don't fire. I told you not to fire. Oh, they killed one of our own guys. Okay, they only killed one, so that's not too big of a loss. Either way, we now rode them down. So, actually this unit's out of javelins. Okay, so, we're better off on this side if we just bring in these units. So, bring them down. I'm not going to bother using those guys. There's hardly any javelins left for these Velites, so I'm not concerned about using them. So, let's move the Astarte down here. Let's turn on fire at will. We'll put them on column formation, and then we will place them like that. There we go. And we'll do the same for these guys. Turn on peeler, put them on column formation, and I will put them right here, like that. Okay. Not going to bother bringing the Velites. I mean, they have a fair few javelins, but actually, oh, I will bring these Velites. I'll put them on column as well. Or shall I? No, I won't actually. I'll have them on individual, so I can put them like this, and they can both throw over the top, and they shouldn't get attacked by anything, so it should be all right. So, here come one unit of, one group of Astarte, which is a group of 2, and another group over here. Okay, cool. Are you moving? Yeah, they are. Okay. Not going to bother them. Everything else is staying outside. Other than that, they're just going to sit in the centre. So let's go triple speed and turn the camera so we can see what's going on. Oh, I'm not surprised by that. They've brought up their Illyrians. I think we should get all these guys into position now. Put them on defensive. And you as well. And you. Okay, so javelins are flying. We've got a melee fight with these Illyrians right here. Astarte are actually losing to Illyrian mercenaries right now, which shows how much of an advantage they get in hard. Or rather very hard. Still throwing javelins over the top though, and these guys have lost a lot of men. In fact, they're the secondary line, so not quite sure why they're losing quite so many. That unit of militia hoplites is getting slaughtered by Pila right there. Enemy general is that hoplite, and he's routing, which is good. But these Hastati are actually losing against these Illyrian mercenaries, which is not great. Right, the Hastati are now out of ammunition over here. I'm gonna bring them in and have them attack from behind, and these Hastati are gonna come in and attack these Illyrians. Ah, it looks like they're actually trying to come in and assist, so I want these guys to go through the gap if they can. You hold them off and you go and attack these guys. Because we need to attack these guys from both sides, because these are starting getting overwhelmed. So we've got a phalanx right here, which I would really like to flank, but I can't really do anything about it right now because they've got a street right here and stuff's in the way. I could bring around a unit of equites over there, but it would take a while, and by the time they got here they would take way too much damage to be useful. So no, we don't want to use Pila, we just want to charge them. Bring these guys in as well. So this unit actually still has all of its Pila left, which is interesting. In fact, let's see if we can throw Pila from here at these guys. No, it doesn't seem we can, but that's okay. Oh, maybe we can. Hopefully this will do less damage to us and more damage to them. We'll see though. They've got a fairly clear throw at them, so it'd be good if we could. There's only 19 of those guys left. I'm going to have these guys, they're not going to go out there, they're just going to go around this this melee fight. Because what I want to do is get a unit on the far side here so that we can attack from the flanks. Turn off defensive mode and push them. These guys, and take defensive mode off them as well. We'll attack these guys. Let's send these in as reinforcements, and let's see, got 4 units there. With the exception of them, all of you push these guys, and I want to take off guard mode. Just push them back. We're encircling over here. That's good.
The enemy general flees.
Right, they're fleeing for about 3 inches, which is nice. Let's attack. All of you attack these guys using alternate mode. We don't want to use any Pila at short distance, especially when we've got so many of our friendlies in the area. So we're now going to kill these guys, and I don't know if we can retrain Hastati here. Probably not. No, they've been at the governor's building, haven't they? Oh, and a shrine to Hermes apparently, which we'll have to destroy. Get rid of their heathen gods. End the battle.
Rome will be amazed at such a victory.
We gain no experience, which is not great. And we did lose a lot of Hastati. They had higher quality troops than the last battle though, and there wasn't a lot more we could have done. I mean, I could have gone around and encircled from all sides, but that would have taken a long time to do. I'm going to occupy and destroy this shrine to Hermes. We're going to build a shrine to Mars, turn up the tax rate, and we can't retrain anything, which really sucks. And I can't retrain anything manually, or I'll lose a unit of Hastati, and I can't retrain them just yet. I'm going to retrain those Velites because I can. We got the Equite back, so that's good. Yeah, we're going to stay here for a little while. I think Apollonia, was I building a... No, I can't build a barracks in Apollonia, that's annoying. Oh well, fine. That guy's going back there, building Equites and War Dogs there, fine.
General.
And this guy was going to come across and join the army.
Onward.
You could also hire some Samnite mercenaries, might not be a bad idea.
Aye, Captain.
Those guys are being retrained there, so I can't move them this turn, and that's pretty much all we can do, except use this guy. No, he's already gone as well, and my spy. Yes, there's another town up here, which is a rebel town. So I'm going to go check that one out and see what it's like. Let's end turn. And unfortunately, we're not retraining the Hastati right now. I would like to, but we don't have the facilities to do it. So yeah, this is quite atrocious at the beginning, but hopefully it will settle down a bit once we've once we've built some places to retrain our men at, 61 loss right there. We've got roads and stuff being built. Our triremes are done. The Armenians are now at war with the Seleucids, and the Scythians are allied with Thrace. There's Segestica. That's the town I was thinking of. They've got 3 Illyrian mercenaries in there. Pretty tough guys. So, we're just going to stay in Salona for the moment, I think. If I build a barracks, that's only town watch. But every little helps, so I'll build that. I know in Tarentum they're almost done, yeah, with the militia barracks, which will allow me to build Hastati. I'm going to move this guy over here so that Cassius Brutus can go over and join the army in Salona. And up here, somewhere around here. I know there's a city through here, so we'll go up here, and hopefully that's the Dacian city. They want us to take Thermon, but I can't really do that because I don't have the military power to do it. I've got 9 turns to do it. I suppose I could just take them down back to Tarentum right there across the walls. In fact, that's what I will do, because these will be finished next turn, and then we'll take these Equites as well. So, end turn. We need to retrain all of those guys because they're so badly damaged. Right, no. Okay, made a profit. You're still at less than 10,000. Militia barracks is done in Tarentum, and war dogs are complete in Tarentum. That looks like an angry dog. I suppose that's the point, really. Anyway, let's get this guy over here. And I don't know why I bothered putting that other guy in here if all we're going to do is remove him. If I turn the tax rate right down... Actually, that's... I could leave an Equite here. Nah, fuck it. It's not worth it. Let's see. Yeah, they're unhappy. They don't like that one little bit. Alright, I'm going to leave something behind. I'll leave an Equite behind. Yeah, I'll leave an Equite behind. Quite like to get those Illyrians, actually. But okay, so we'll take all these guys and we're going to drop them right here. And then they're going to go into Tarentum next turn. And I would really like to be able to recruit a peasant here, but we don't have enough people. There's hardly any people here at all, which is a shame. Although on low tax rate they will be... No, let's put the tax rate up. I need the money. Who's this? Greek diplomat. Okay, we're not bothered by you. Let's get this guy inside here. Yep, 80 Illyrians. Well, that's what, 240 Illyrians actually, but okay. 80 in each unit. We'll have a trader right here. We could build Town Watch, but that's not all that useful. Town Watch are pathetic, frankly. Let's retrain those peasants, because we can, apparently. Don't know why, but probably it's the Great Temple we just built, or the regular temple. Paved roads, mines, trader. I would like all of these, but I'm going to go for the mines. They'll give me more income, I think. And yeah, we've only got four provinces right now, so that's all we can do. Let's end turn. Looks like the Julii are going to Corrales. And there's the Germans up there. I think we have just walked in Dacian territory up here, so that's good. That's me. That's a Thracian diplomat. Let's ask for trade rights and map information. They accepted. That's good. And here's Dacians. We'll ask them for the same. And they accepted as well. Excellent. Okay, so we now know that the Thracians are here and here, and the Scythians are here at least. We can go and talk to them. Please tell me that's a Scythian. No, it's Dacian. Oh well. Right, okay, so we made a loss, but not a big one. Got barracks now. Retraining in Croton is done. War declared between Thrace and Macedon. Okay, fair enough. Don't need to worry about them though. What's this? A Greek navy. We're not at war with them right now, so not a huge concern. Now we can retrain all of these Hastati, all 5 units, and let's build another unit while we're here. Actually, no, let's build a peasant. No. We'll build a Hastati, we'll take the peasant with us, this one, stick it in Salona, and take this this Equite back. We'll have... we'll have roads over here. That increases happiness as well, which is good. And Croton's still building stuff, not a problem. Apollonia's fine, everything else is good. And these guys, yeah, they're going back to Salona, so I'm going to leave them right there. I don't need to retrain them, they're absolutely fine. The Carthaginians still have control of Leobaum, which is a surprise. I would have thought that the Scipii would have attacked them by now. And it seems all they've got on this island is just what's in Messana here, which is not a lot. They've only got 3 units there. There's only 1 unit in Syracuse. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but it could be that they took a lot of damage and they need to rebuild. Either way, it does look like I expect the Macedonians to win against the Thracians, but we'll see. That really could go either way. The Greeks are doing alright, and I'm not at war with them yet. Wow, that's a big army. Yeah, I'm going to need more against this army right here. So yeah, we're going to need to use Cav, we're going to need to use those War Dogs. These Velites could be really useful against those Phalanxes, since they move so slowly. And we will need to wear them down for the Astarte get into battle, because as we've seen, Astarte are very weak, especially on very hard. Anyway, I'm going to call it the end of this episode, so I hope you've enjoyed the first episode of this Rome Total War pre-Marian challenge, and I will see you next time for more if you enjoyed this. Hopefully you did. The Principes and the Astarte with the Velites up front, and any variation of deployments which would aid me in any particular battle situation. I'm not going to stick rigidly to that formula, but that will be the main formula that I'll be using. And what else? There was another one. There was another rule. I've forgotten what it was. Anyway, I'm sure it will come back to me, and if it doesn't, I won't play the. I won't break any of the rules as I'm playing. I will remember them if the opportunity comes up. So we have to pick one of these factions. It could either be Julii, who go up into Gaul and Spain and Britain and the Germanic area, which is not all that difficult. They're probably one of the easiest campaigns to take. The Brutii go off into Greece, and that's a very rich area, but that's surrounded by enemies. So that might be a good one to go for. And the Scipii takes Syracuse and the Sicilian islands, and all down through Libya and Egypt. So that might be a good one as well. So I think we'll rule out the Julii because that's just an easy way to go. And the idea of this is that I'm handicapping myself in every possible way, so I want to go for the hardest troops I can possibly go for. So I think the hardest will probably be the Brutii. I know that the Numidians down here and the Carthaginians are fairly formidable, but that takes them a while to get there, whereas the Greeks start with phalanxes, and while they're not very strong phalanxes, they're still phalanxes. So I think that will be where we're going to start with, and especially since we're not going to have many archers, we're not going to be able to use the range on them. I'll only use 1 or maybe 2 archers in any army at most. So we're going to go with that. I think we'll go for units after that, like maybe Javcav or something stays available, I don't remember. Then I will train those and those only. Otherwise I'll have no pre-Marian units. If I'm gifted any pre-Marian units, post-Marian units rather, by say the Senate or something like that, then I will disband them. I will not be using them. The only unit that I will not be disbanding, which is post-Marian, will be the generals, because obviously I can't disband them, and if I kill all my generals then we lose anyway, so that would be pointless. So they will be post-Marian if the Marian reforms happen, or if we get that far. And hopefully I won't take advantage of the fact that they'll be post-Marian units, but I will use them in the battle, because it's stupid not to. But hopefully they won't be the driving force of my army. So the next rule will be there will be no marriages of female members of my family, mainly to keep the family member count low, because if they kill off all the family members, I will lose the game. So that's another stipulation we're putting on it. It also keeps the bloodline of the particular Roman family steady and pure. So it has two things. It means that if we are playing as Julii, for example, all the men will be whatever Julii or Julius or whatever it is that they are. I've forgotten already. But yeah, main reason is just to keep down the number of family members, so we can't use them as a main army force. Another rule will be that the pre-marian armies that I do use will be not strictly pre-marian style, but they will be very roughly pre-marian style. That is, they'll have the rank system they used to have. The Triarii, the Triarii would kind of like to take Syracuse, but the Scipii are going to beat me to it. So first things first, we need to work out which kind of temple we're going to build. So let's take a look in the building browser. Now then, we get increased trade goods and experience increase, which is very good right there, but then that's at the very end there. But each of these has a lesser degree earlier on, so it's best to look at the last one. 50% increase to public order through either health or whatever. So you add those two together. So that's 50% tradable goods and plus 2 experience. Public health bonus, tradable goods, 25% and 1 experience, or 3 experience. That's all I really need to know. So this is going to be Temple of Mars. That also allows us to build Arcani, which are hide anywhere units that are they're fairly weak actually, but they can be useful. So yeah, we'll have a 25% bonus to public order, 3 experience, a morale bonus, which is really good, and increase to tradable goods. Okay, so we'll have. Where does that actually start? That we start getting the experience. Okay, so second level we get some experience. When can we actually build Arcani, the awesome temple? And you don't get the morale until the very last temple. That's a shame, but never mind. So Shrine to Mars. That's what we're building in both of these territories. I want to turn up the tax rate to very high there. Yeah, we'll have very high in both of them. So we're building temples to Mars, and then we will build something else. We have a fleet right here that we can use, and that's a good thing. What kind of armies do we have here? In fact, what's in the field first? I want to check out the family members. This guy is a good general, actually. He's got 5 stars. Yeah, a natural born leader. Fair enough. Political animal and intelligent. Okay, yeah, this guy is good. So, hey there, and welcome to the first episode of a new Rome Total War Let's Play. This is going to be a pre-marian challenge. It has a few rules to it, and as far as I know, no one else has done this. So this may be a YouTube first. I'm not sure though, I haven't checked, but hopefully it is. So, I know I've just put the Seleucid campaign on hold. Technically I've ended it, but I may do more updates later on. We won the game anyway, so yeah, either way it doesn't really matter. So we're going to do a pre-marian challenge Rome Total War Let's Play. So we're going to start a new game, the Imperial Campaign. We're going to play on very hard difficulty. I know that a lot of you were saying that it was too easy before, and I agree. So we're going to play very hard difficulty now, which means that all the AI units are going to have stupidly good stats and are going to be much more powerful than me. We're going to play without arcade battles. We will manage all settlements, we will follow AI characters, and we will have no battle time limit. We're also going to play a long campaign, because a short campaign is, frankly, rubbish. And we have to play as one of the 3 Roman factions. Now, there are a couple of other rules other than pre-marian and playing as a Roman. I'm going to go through the rules. The first one, of course, is that we can only use pre-marian units. That means we have to stave off the Marian reforms as long as possible, and we have to only fight with the pre-marian units that we have available. If and when the Marian reforms happen, which is quite likely, you can't stop them. They are at a certain point, and if we haven't been destroyed by that point, we will have to carry on anyway. Once the Marian reforms happen, I will not be able to train any more post-Marian units. Well, any post-Marian units. If I can still recruit any pre-Marian UTI. Very hard. No advice, obviously, because I don't need it. No battle time limit. And let's go ahead and watch the video, which I will shut up through.
We Brutii are the only true Romans. We saved Rome. We drove out the kings. We made the Republic. The family deserve respect for that. Respect and obedience. We know what is best for Rome. New lands, living space, territory, slaves. I know what must be done. The Greeks, they look down their perfumed noses at all Romans, and they hate us. I'm going to give them a reason for hate. When I've crushed them. Roman steel, that's the answer. Roman steel in the Brutii fist. And the other great Roman families. The Scipii, trash. They have no respect for proper Roman ways. For us, the Julii prostitute themselves as if the people mattered. Bah. We Brutii must lead Rome.
He seems very convinced of that, and who can blame him? So, it is summer 270 BC, and all warfare is based on deception, says Sun Tzu, and to a degree, correct. Especially in modern times. So, the Senate wants us to take Apollonia. Apollonia is this settlement right here, it's rebel territory, and we'll be greatly rewarded if we do. Okay, well, we'll take your word for it. So we start with two territories. We have Tarentum and Croton here. Messana, controlled by the Scipii over here next to Syracuse, and